What up, what up? This is the 116 Life of Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154.
Why did
I'm
your
host,
voice change like
Ace
that?
Harris. This is how we kicking off, y'all. I went in straight character, but I just put the mask on.
Who is this man?
I'm here with 1K Phew, 1K Pson, and my co-host,
DJ Mykael V.
Talk to him nice. I'm also here with my man,
God
Jacob
always.
Biz Morris.
Yeah,
He will be
Biz.
our special guest, man,
You
next
know-
episode. One of these
one
days.
day.
All right,
you know,
that's enough. That's enough.
You know, we have...
Hey, yo.
we
Are
have...
you spoken enough?
Oh yeah, give it up. Yeah, we gonna have Biz on here, man. You know, affirmative action, man.
We're going to have
Got
this
you,
here
got you.
on the
Diversity.
series finale, you know, when it matters most.
Can we, the series finale.
Yo, shout out Biz, man, for holding down the mixing
The very end. That's all.
and for head of IT here at Reach Records.
Yo.
Can we get the camera to swing around, please?
Nah, we definitely can't.
Oh, they can see everything. They can see the shoes. But I ain't gonna lie, these cameras is. I was like, yo, somebody was like, I think the producer was like, watch your phone, people can see.
I just want to honor
Yeah,
Jacob
it's kind
Biz
of
Morris.
Voice emotion.
So those of y'all who
For
are
sure.
listening live to the Sirius Radio, you can't see, but 1K Phew and 1K Pson look like literal 1K twins today.
Dang, why you got to put little in front of it? Like,
We got it
on.
God,
We got it on.
well, little.
Little 1K.
Those that are listening,
Hey,
we
man.
got it on. Know that.
Hey,
they
man.
dripping though.
Yo, those that are listening, they're
Ladies and
6'3". They're not little.
Not little.
A young,
Big.
young men.
Everything is
grown
big.
I just feel underdressed sitting next to them. Honestly, I just want to. I feel like, man, it's just the worst day to come on the
Why
show.
you lock the door, Biz?
How y'all feeling today? Just checking in. How y'all feeling?
Mental health check-in.
Lovely. Good.
Man, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Listen, Holly. What about like mentally? How y'all feeling? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going crazy too.
Like,
Okay.
Are you actually going crazy? Like, are you
So,
like, clinically?
Nah, I'm good mentally though. I ain't gonna count. Like, it was a little journey, for a little minute though,
Dang.
cause like just we just had our son and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
your
shout out.
son,
Tell
Angel.
everybody. Tell the world. If you care to share the name, I think it's a fly name. So I figured
Oh yeah, my son Easton.
that's
Easton.
a hard name.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Stone.
East
East side?
Hey, that's hard.
Yeah.
East side of
Stone.
Atlanta.
But nah, man, like just I really kind of forgot the process of how.
Yo, honestly, I forgot too. 'Cause I'm
No
gonna have
cap.
one. I don't know what I'm getting.
I did.
Bro,
I think
like,
about it
how-
every time.
What
How
about
does
you?
that feel for y'all? Like, how does that feel for y'all? Like, you just had a baby and y'all just moved, and
Yeah.
you're a full-time artist. Like, how does that? I feel like it's a lot in that.
Bro, it is. It really is. But I ain't gonna lie though. Like if you got a passion for something and you dedicated to something,
Yeah.
it's like you're willing to really go through hell and high waters for it. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? And I ain't just saying like having a family is like it's hell, but
Yeah.
it is a lot. It's a journey for sure.
For sure.
And I feel like once you really get organized and scheduling together, because really it's all about communication.
Yo,
at the end of
I've
the
been
day.
seeing you though, honestly, because Phew, I feel like Phew. Let's just say early Phew. My Phew be like, yo, I'll be there at 11, pull up at like 1:30.
No,
Yo,
for real.
this past year, you've been moving different.
Hey man.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yo, shout out maturity and adulthood.
Hey man, shout out for
I'm
real.
like, Phew be
Boy,
here at 10
I'll
o'clock
be
in the
just now.
morning.
I'll be getting here right now.
man,
If it was last
you
year.
move different,
Yeah,
and you follow up. You just moving different.
nah, for sure. I'm
Peace
just,
and- yeah.
just growing.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling just mentally, man? Spiritually? How
Yeah,
things?
I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, God be with me. You know what I'm
But
saying?
y'all
So-
always. I like about talking to them. There's never like no. Some people, man, they be having. I ask them how they doing, man. I be listening for like a whole 2 hours of stuff.
Nah, but like,
You know, it's just the season I'm in right now.
but you know,
Glad
God-
you asked that.
be true, though,
I've been
No,
all
but
over the place.
I'm more so making fun of like just how Christians always make something like
Yeah,
brand
more than
and,
something it is.
like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
yo, and they use like trigger words like seasons and
Hey, but to
and-
be
and, you know
but
what
to
I'm
be
saying?
honest,
Like-
that really ain't Christ like for real.
What you mean?
Because in James, know what I'm saying, it's like when trials come your way, you gotta consider that joy. So it's like when somebody
a lot
be
of
like, how
clips
you-
today, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of
Like-
clips.
Yeah.
So when somebody be like, "How you doing?" You be like,
See,
It's like, boy, you weak,
Sound like
boy.
Eeyore.
that's true
Like,
though.
you weak.
I know.
It's
So
like God get his biggest battles, his strongest soldiers.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel that. I feel like sometimes it's just we are in a season of mental. You know what I'm saying? We're in a season of mental having seasons. Like we just. It's like I think it's also generational too. Cause if you ask like my parents, like my uncles and aunts, you ask them how they doing, they're always gonna be like, "Thank God for life, man. You know, things are going well. Shout out." It's never like a, you know, I'm in a season, I'm in a trial. They're always speaking as if things are going not perfect, but God is still with them. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes you gotta appreciate folks like that, because even if you are going through it, it's like, all right, it's like bring you back too.
Yeah.
So I feel like the genuine people that really just this how I feel, and I'm not just saying it, you know what I'm saying? That definitely you gotta appreciate those.
No, I
folks.
feel because sometimes it's like, yo, are you like, all right, I get it. I mean, I don't want people to be like, you know, like lying when they ain't having the best of the day. If you can honestly tell someone, yo, I'm good. You can just kind of tell folks. Well, you ask someone, they bringing the whole weight of the world on you.
I got this going on. Okay, I got to pick kids.
Bro,
up
are you
the tree.
breathing?
Yeah.
You ate today. You know what I'm saying?
And then they really just be wanting sympathy instead of prayer.
Dang.
You feel what I'm saying? It's
Talk
like
about that. Talk about that.
You really can hear. Just pray for me.
that.
Do you want prayer or not?
Just
like
pray
we can cut all this conversation. Do you want prayer or not?
Dang.
No, you want somebody to feel sorry for you.
That's really what it. No, like that is a fact.
The
though.
bishop is in
I
the
know a lot of
building.
people like that are very much like, I'm only gonna tell you this so you can be like, oh man, are you okay?
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, as opposed to just like, yo, this is what it is. You can pray for me. Like,
Dang,
Exactly.
that's a nugget. I love that.
For sure.
People
And
that
if you don't do that, then it's like, he ain't even bite. He ain't-
Right.
I just
He
want
don't care.
sympathy.
You don't care
I
about
don't like that. I don't like
Man,
that
that's
dude.
crazy.
No, I don't like Christians. Like that's how people cancel out Christians.
yeah.
Like, I don't like Christians. They don't feel sorry for you.
I feel like Christian ain't like being. I feel like being Christian in this day and age is like not cool. At the most that it's been not cool. If that makes sense. I feel like our
What make you say
generation
that?
It's like I feel like what I mean by that is I feel like Christianity is very like, ew, you're Christian like now
Yeah.
more than ever before.
Really?
That's what I feel like.
I got two takes on that. I
don't
on
know.
that. I feel where you're coming from in the side of how can I say it? Like Christians these days, well, you know, Christians always used to judge. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? But these days it's like, oh nah, boy, I'm a super Christian, boy.
Yeah.
And he just got saved yesterday.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, but
100%.
now I'm a super boy. If you wear Jordans, boy, you sinning, boy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now, if you be like, oh, I'm a Christian, be like, boy, I can't be around you because I can't do nothing around you. You gonna judge me. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like that's kind of where you come from in that. But I feel like, but on the other side of me too, I feel like a lot of people not really confident in where they at. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
And that was me at a certain time. You feel what I'm saying? It's like even with doing, you know, like gospel rap. That's why I really started saying gospel rap.
Man,
is back because,
thank you for that, bro.
Man, like because I was one of them folks saying, bro, don't call me no Christian rap. I'm just a Christian that rap. You feel what I'm saying? And because in reality, I was really ashamed. Well, not really ashamed. How can I put it? Like, I felt kind of uncool.
More insecure.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah, insecure.
Just uncomfortable.
Like, yeah, uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? Like to call myself like a Christian rapper and stuff like that. But I feel like, especially during the pandemic, God kind of sat me down and like just, bro, like I'm the one who gave you the sauce. I'm the one who gave you the talent and everything you need to do. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is do it for me.
Right.
And I'll bring everything else to you because another thing I learned is like if you do stuff for yourself, God gonna put a cap on it every time. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be a certain level you can go. You ain't gonna ever go all the way up if it's for self.
Yeah.
But if you try to, well, if you do it for God, well, he gonna give you everything that you.
That's
know what I'm
that's
saying?
so good,
and
man.
even if it ain't everything, bro, like he gonna give you what you need.
What you
bro. Like,
need.
yeah.
So I feel like there was definitely like a shift in your presentation, your music. You said after pandemic, because I feel like the As I Am album leading up to that project, you were kind of like putting out the gospel rap is back campaign all on your socials, and I just saw a different Phew.
Yeah.
And how you were interacting with your fans, with your music and your brand. Talk to us a little bit about.
I'm about to say, I want to kind of explain the gospel rap back slowly too, because a lot of people be like, boy, you dogging CHA, boy, you know what I'm saying? It never left. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, bro, like, nah,
When
bro.
did
Like,
it leave,
gospel rap
bro?
is back. It's bigger than a slogan, bro. It's really in my heart. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's where I came from. That's how I grew up. You feel what I'm saying? It's like we got the church out trap house songs. Like my church was literally next to a trap. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I really came up in church, but at the same time, I came up around culture as well. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, bro. I gotta go back to my roots, bro. I gotta go back to where I was really know what I'm saying, rooted in. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, when I first came to CHH, I felt like I had to water myself down to something that I wasn't. You feel what I'm saying? And that just made me feel uncomfortable. And if I'm uncomfortable, I'm making other people feel uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, trying to put on and be something that I'm not. But I ain't gonna lie, man, like I really, like, God really came and told me, like, bro, just be yourself, bro. Like, stop trying to put on for these folks.
So when you say gospel rap is back, you don't mean like
It's back to me. Cause it left me.
That's
You
real.
feel what
That's
I'm
real. I
saying?
love that. I think some people heard that. Yeah, they so offended. I mean, what you thought, Pson, when y'all was kind of like,
Yeah,
waving
pretty
that
much.
banner,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
like that's what it came from. It's just like going back to our roots, to what we know. You know, it wasn't. We wasn't thinking when we said gospel rap is bad. We wasn't thinking about nobody but us. You know, our life and where we were
I love that.
at that point in time, and that's pretty much what it's been. It's like you said, people that's, you know, oh, it never left you. If it never left, it never left you. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But we witnessed people that were in the same boat as us. So we speaking for those people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
and giving them and giving them inspiration to come
Yeah.
back to it. Cause
right.
it's a lot of folks who, and y'all know what I'm talking. It's a lot of people who done been in the space, been in the culture, and just said, man, hey man, I'm gone. Cause
I
I think a lot have.
They what?
I think
Say
a
what?
lot have. You know what
I
I'm saying?
feel like they were trying to put on for something that they, you know what I'm saying, that it's not meant for them.
And it's
Like,
a lot
you
of
really
people
gotta
I
be
can
still.
agree with
yourself.
that.
It's a lot of people
hard. Like,
still putting
I can
on.
agree with that.
And you know,
what you mean by? Can you like elaborate on when you say putting on for something that wasn't meant for them? Like
I just licked the mic. That's just nasty.
that boy spitting.
I just lit the mic, man.
I don't know.
As soon as I did it, Coke.
You been jamming to that spiritual tape?
No, for real.
That's crazy.
Oh, he said the spirits to say.
No.
What I was just talking about?
No, like, talk about when you say it wasn't. They're putting on for something that wasn't meant for them. Like why is it important for you? Like what is the reason why you feel like, man, comfortable to like be yourself in this space and not run off like some have, or try to be standoffish like some are? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't know, man. Like, I guess that's just the type of person I am personally. Like,
'Cause I feel like there's two songs. Well, you mentioned it, Church House Trap House featuring 1K Pson.
Yeah.
That song, man. Talk about that record. Just talk about why that song is important for you as
feel like-
someone who's been saying gospel rap is bad. Why is that song
I
important?
feel like it's a whole bunch of folks, especially in Atlanta, well, really around the world, but since I'm being from Atlanta, I'm saying Atlanta, it's a whole bunch of folks in the city who got the same story I have, but just don't know how to tell it. You feel what I'm saying? Even the street folks, like most of these folks come up from church.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
And they got the same exact story I got.
Lil
But
Uzi,
it's
a
like
lot of them.
nobody's saying that though.
Right.
No, bro, my church was right next to a trap house. Like, nobody's saying
For
that.
sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like it's my job, his job, and like a couple others' job to really display that. You feel what I'm saying? And really make people feel comfortable. Like, oh, dang, it's somebody out there with the same story I got.
I mean, when I heard that song, man, I resonated with it, man, because, you know, I grew up a preacher's kid, and literally, you know, I'm from Gwinnett, from the suburbs, but my church was in Cleveland Avenue in the hood. And across the street from my church was a band though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A trap house. So it was like, when I heard that song, I was like,
And the church van went to go pick.
They went in there to get
I don't
them.
want to call them junkies, but they went to go pick them up. Brought the community ministry back. They called it community ministry. They fed them.
man.
Brought them to church. And I seen a lot of stuff that I wasn't even supposed to be seeing at a younger age that I guess was supposed to be cool, uncool. I was so young, I didn't even know culture for real.
I mean, I feel like didn't it kind of eventually some of what you saw outside in the world creep into you? Because on your song "Safe," I mean, if you grew up in the church, that's one thing. But on a song like "Safe," you talking about how you had to kind of flee the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So like, at what point did you feel like you was in the church, but did the streets kind of got a hold on you? Because I feel like on "Safe," that record kind of explains that a little bit. And just talks to, you know, a church kid who got caught up. Because that's what it kind of feels like. You know what I'm saying?
Really, just the older I got and the more I understood stuff is, you know, when I kind of went left. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
I ain't gonna lie, like my sister, she's actually the one who introduced me to gospel rap. And
Shout out, sister.
Nah, for sure.
I got an older cousin that did that for me. So
Oh yeah?
yeah.
Nah, for real. And then like I was super young though. And Like I had to type folks like we had to go to church. You feel what I'm saying? If you listen to rap music, boy, it better be gospel rap. You feel what I'm saying? I had to sneak and do everything, boy.
Yeah.
Bro.
So
Yeah.
but nah, long story short, I was on cross movement. Like I was on like Godson. I was on all them folks early on. But I ain't gonna lie, like middle school kind of did it for me. Like as soon as I got to middle school, boy, sex, money, and drug.
Boy.
Like off the muscle.
Off
like
the muscle.
it was just
Middle school
It wasn't even an introduction. It was
where it went down.
No, for
middle
sure.
school is that is like the devil's like gotcha
That's when
moment.
you, like,
Yeah.
all your hormones.
You're
are
most
like,
most vulnerable.
Facts.
You're very vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, I
Trying to
definitely
find
want to talk
identity.
about that some more, man. After this break, I feel like there's so much dope conversation happening. So let's stay tuned, man. It's the 116 Life on Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154. I'm your host, Ace Harris, with my man
DJ Mykael V.
and my
Samuel
man.
Jackson.
1K Pson.
We'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back. This is the 116 Life on Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154. I'm your host, Ace Harris. I'm here with DJ Mykael V, Samuel Jackson, and 1K Pson.
Hey, what's PID? Y'all talking about I got PID on tape. What that is?
Oh no, I don't know what that is, but
Oh, he's talking Cross Movement. I think that's an album from Cross.
Oh,
Okay.
from Cross Movement.
man, we're having an honest conversation. We was talking about middle school, the journey of 1K Phew, 1K Pson, of being kids in the church, and then being in the church where the trap house across the street, and then the culture around them influencing them. And 1K Phew talked about middle school, and I just wanted to like pause and kind of have him elaborate about that middle school moment, because I think it's a lot that can come out of that. And you were saying something too, Pson, about how like it's cool for our, to have those moments where you feel like you want our kids not to be so sheltered, but to go through things. But there's some decisions you can make either at middle school or high school that you can't come back from. Like talk about that a little bit.
Just basically like, people done, kind of hammered down on a lot of the stuff that we had the grace of God that we got away with. But,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Mykael was saying, I would want my kids to, understand where I'm coming from when I tell them don't do this and don't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want them to
Like fully go through.
it.
Yeah.
I just want you to get a little
I
taste.
want you to like learn
Right.
the lesson without going through the trial.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Sure.
can't so real spill. We're talking about faith, culture, and music. The three the three buckets that we sit in, and everything we do. Could we be sitting here and learn those lessons without going through those trials?
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
And so I just
You can't. You can't relate to them.
Exactly. And then like what you're saying, how you're like, like some people, if they would have went through what we went through, they wouldn't have come back. That actually makes me more thankful and makes God's grace more tangible. Because it's like, we all went through our collective experiences, and it's like we're here in this place of faith, and this place of being radically changed by the gospel, radically changed by the Holy Spirit, and able to talk into faith and culture and different things that people are still a part of, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, damn, I lost my thought. It's out. It's
know.
gone. It's gone. He laughed.
You
He
was
laughed.
reeling me out.
It took me out.
No.
It took me out. I'm out.
Sorry. There was some background.
ADD
There
brothers.
was Satan had put some distractions.
It was there. And then
Even-
he laughed.
I was
falling
with
away.
you. Like, we was up.
all the way to like even this.
Oh my God.
So one thing about Reach Records is you never know what you're gonna get in the background. So in the moment of a really sincere testimony and life moment, you're gonna see things that are gonna. It's gonna be things. It's gonna feel like a stumbling block,
Right.
Dang,
And you just gonna have to keep your eyes on the prize.
Right.
Because you may
made
see
my morning.
things.
Exactly.
Hallelujah. That may not be
Influences.
What you should, influences.
Oh, boy.
But
Basically, what I was saying was, I'm
yeah.
glad that we went through what we went through.
Absolutely.
Because we're in this place now where we're able to relate to people,
Yeah.
be authentic to ourselves,
Right.
and be authentic to who Christ has like reformed us into,
Right.
and still be able to be on both lanes.
I mean,
I feel like we can kind of consider ourselves like double agents in a way.
Fact.
Because it's
Yeah.
like there's
That's real.
people that are in the church that we go to or we see that can't get through the people that we grew up with or that we
Real.
see on a daily.
That's real.
But we can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's because of
Yeah.
what we went through.
That is
And-
fact.
Now, go ahead, Pson.
And I think like even with just discipline and with like how we raise our kids, like even now it's like people be like mental health, like with children, you know what I'm saying? They skin ain't tough. So I'm like, man, you a boy, what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
me too.
But it's
me
like
too.
today's society is like, no, you gotta talk to them. So now like the littlest things, you know,
Any
being
minor
real,
inconvenience.
you know, kids be ready to commit suicide and thinking their world is over, and we like, what? Suck it up, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's helpful and it's hurtful to protect them, because the more you protect them, the more they're not exposed to, and the more at the end of the day, they still got to go out in the real world. Yeah, they still got to go out in the real world. They still got to do the same things we did. Right, but we can protect them to this point. So when they get to the real world, so when they get to 17, 18, it's like, all right, I'm trying to wing you off. Yeah, but it's not registering. You not ready. So you got a lot of older 25, 30. They leaving the house later now. So it's like that's more mental like instability. Like, so that's why I feel like mental health is at an all-time high now, because it's like the stuff we went through it shaped and molded us, and it gave us tougher skin. And so it's like now that the world has changed, we can appreciate everything has changed too. But our kids, this is just their everyday life. They ain't seen nothing different. So it's like, you don't know like what an iPhone, how convenient it is. Right. Compared to a flip phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or no phone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
To like piggyback on like what you're saying about that, I kind of agree in the sense of, I think we have a lack of trust in God, so we try to play God in kids' lives. So what I mean by that is,
hold on. Can you just stop? That's amazing, bro.
Yeah, moment silence.
Yo, this boy snapping today. Hey, I'm getting the clips today, man. I've been seeing these 116 life clips and your face been on them. It's my turn, buddy.
Quote me. No, I'm playing. But I say that because people want to protect their kids because they're afraid that their kids will either go through what they went through, or it's like, I'm not gonna be there, so they're gonna get hurt, and I don't want my kids to get hurt. Right. So we try to play God and let me form and shape the narrative of their life, or how they see things, or in what way they see things, or when they see things, because I'm trying to protect them. It's all from love. It's not a bad place. Sure. It's from love, but it's like from that and you personally not trusting God, now like trusting God with your kids, like you want to control your kids and you're not trusting God with your kids. In that happening, now your kids are low key like how you said, it's like, oh, like, not that they're not tough, but it's more so like, oh, like they're not as seasoned as other kids that do go through things or like have experienced things. And when they do go through difficulty or any minor inconvenience, it throws them off course. But that's because you kind of put them in this like created thing to like, they can, hey, you can do whatever you want in here. And I'm not going to let anything from out there come in here.
I think we should.
But at the end of the day, you still got to
let them
come
go.
out of it. Yeah,
exactly. But people don't think about that. People think about the now. Right. What can I do for my kids now? And they don't even think about, yo, later on in their life, how is this going to affect them that they did not experience this?
That's real. It's like you can either prepare, you know, what's that quote I heard? It's like you can either like prepare the road for your children, or you can prepare your children for the road. And a lot of times parents, we're trying to like fix the road so that the kid can walk through it easily. Wow. But you gotta let them. You gotta prepare them so they can walk through the road through any terrain, any dips, any like stuff in the road. So
especially in Atlanta, because they'll never fix the road.
Never fixing the road.
Never.
A lot of potholes.
Them potholes on Northside Drive, bro.
What?
Potholes older than me,
bro.
Nah, for real.
But honestly, I wanna sit here a little bit about like, you know, especially y'all, and just being fathers, man, as being men of God, as being, you know, black fathers, like. How does it feel, you know, coming through what you went through, being a dad, being a new dad? How do y'all process all that in your everyday life and still find a way to like be true to God, be true to your family, make dope music, look this fly? Like, what does it look like? You know what I'm saying? Fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the real, because I think people see like they see the drip, they see the Instagram, they see the content, but what's Glenn Isaac Gordon like?
God, dog.
Hey, edit that out. Edit that out.
I pray ain't no officers on here. That's his name.
Hey, I only put it out there because it's good. You can Wikipedia anyway. So go ahead.
This bad. Welcome to the podcast, guys. But nah,
you start getting mad Facebook requests,
right? Wow, bro. But
Sorry,
brother.
he went crazy. I'm talking about.
we gotta edit that one out.
I thought his name was Futavius. That's out the bag now.
I thought his name was Otto.
Right.
Wait, so his name is not 1K Phew?
Exactly. God, no.
No, it's
Somebody's world just shattered right now, bro.
Like,
I'm so
Well,
dead right now.
sorry guys.
Well,
But nah,
Batman.
you stupid.
he say
You talking about Batman. But nah, I feel like repeat your question one more time.
Nah,
It's like,
like-
how is it?
how does it feel? How do you be a father in the midst of everything, still hold it all together? Talk about the real life of being like
Yeah.
fatherhood as an artist, as a man of God, like
So-
juggling all of that. You know what I'm saying?
So you gotta follow God and not try to be God, really.
That's real.
I mean, cause it's like even like as a father, like having kids and stuff, it's like you really kind of learn the type of grace God got for us. You feel what I'm saying? And it's
That's
like
good.
that's really what I'm learning. I'm learning patience. I'm learning love, like kindness. Did I say patience? Like for
Patience.
real, like and patience and more patience.
Yeah.
But nah, that's really what it is, and it's really you just gotta mature your mindset and your whole just everything really
Right.
because it's like I personally had to learn how to be a servant. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
I had to learn how to be a servant because I was like hella selfish at first
Yeah.
and just everything me and really being selfish is kind of it's kind of easy to be selfish without even knowing because in your head you can be like, all right, I'm doing this for us, but really it's like nah, bro, it's really
Because it's convenient.
exactly.
Oh, gotcha.
You feel what I'm
So,
saying?
so why was it something that wasn't like? Why did you have to learn? Like, what about the way you were living made it like not like something that you were like obviously pursuing? Like, why wasn't it like something that was like, you know what I'm saying, automatic? You know what I'm saying? In
What
terms
you
of,
mean saying
like being a servant. Why was it?
Yeah.
Why wasn't it something?
Oh, why
that,
wasn't it automatic?
Yeah,
Cause like it was just I just wasn't mature.
That's what I'm trying to pull it out because I feel like
yeah. I just wasn't. I really
you
And you
had
don't know
kids.
you
I
don't
mean,
know to do it.
fat.
You don't know. It's like it ain't a manual, so it's like he said, I'm doing this for us, but wifey ain't understanding that. The kids ain't understanding that.
real,
Daddy
bro.
ain't here because he doing you ain't here.
Right.
So now you got to learn balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's important for y'all to say that because I feel like service and servanthood is something that isn't like popular,
Right. For sure.
especially like talk about y'all being artists and being rappers. I feel there's the other side of the coin of being like real men, real husbands, real fathers,
Yeah.
and being someone that's serving your family. Because I mean, I feel like that'd be the hardest ministry right there.
Nah, for real.
That'd be the
Nah,
front
for real.
lines. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
first
Like
one.
Yeah.
it's
That's really the main one.
it'd be the main one. So like, shout out to y'all for
And
doing
it's not
that.
easy too. Like it really the main way. And then like we definitely done got better with ours because it's
Yeah.
like with me it was like it's cool like getting love from the fans and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it ain't nothing like coming home from everybody showing you love, taking pictures, and not saying you ain't really getting that at the house because you ain't serving. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's what I really had to learn. I'm like, dang, bro, if I ain't putting nothing here, I'm putting all my energy out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real.
And,
I know I can
but
relate.
I-
Serving the wrong ministry.
Exactly, exactly. And I had to learn how to be, because at first, you know, with like the Superman Clark Kent thing, I always say it's like I try to. I used to think you had to be Clark Kent and then be Superman for, for the world, but it's like nah, it's the opposite. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you gotta be Superman at home.
That's
And
amazing.
you gotta show the world the real.
That's amazing.
Well, you gotta show the real at all times.
but like, yeah, basically, like almost go harder.
for sure, you gotta go harder at the house.
At the
You gotta go
house.
harder at the house.
Because I mean, you know what? I mean, I feel like we probably all know people in culture and hip hop that may have all the W's, you know what I'm saying, outside the home. But, you know, I wonder how people's personal life is.
In shambles.
Yeah, exactly.
How's they faith? How's they faith? How they family?
Bro, for real.
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? I know
I think
their
that's
bank
why-
accounts is on 10, but, you know.
I think that's why the older I got, I never like idolized like internet couples or like people or like envied people. Cause I'm like, yo, you could be really like visually and aesthetically, you could be like on top of the world on social media. But when you get home, you got to deal with yourself. And I don't want to know how that feels.
Telling you, bro, all about perception, and people be so hypnotized to social media, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's like they got this going on, they got that going on, but it's like, nah, you don't know. They got 2 toes, like,
Right.
and you want to switch places with them.
Right. They taking that
They
arm
walking
off.
in faith. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Like,
Clap better than me. You got a fake arm.
exactly,
yo.
exactly.
Shout out. I don't even know where to go from here, but I will say this. I definitely, speaking of social media, I want to get into this on the next segment. So you said you want to be Clark Kent publicly, Superman at home, but I feel like you Superman and on both spectrums, to be honest. The way you be killing your socials, man, the way you're like putting out content, developing your brand. So definitely want to talk about that in the next segment and definitely have you get into that more. So stay tuned. This is the 116 Life on Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154. I'm your man Ace Harris here with
DJ Mykael V.
And I'm gonna let them.
116 Life.
I ain't gonna let Phew say his
Pson.
government because he gonna be on my head after this for that. So y'all stay tuned.
Hey, I need
We'll
a
be right back.
jingle.
Say what?
I need a jingle.
I think we got. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
NBK.
116.
Have it your way.
Have it your way.
All right, we'll be right back.
116 Life.
Welcome
Man,
back. This is the
wow.
116 Life on Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154. And I'm in with my people, man. Every time I get with 1K Phew and 1K Pson, I just can't stop laughing because these dudes is hilarious. And honestly,
Like freaking frack.
you add Mykael V in the building, I'm just like,
Oh, yeah,
I feel like I'm the
you got
uncle on the
trouble
set.
there.
I'm like, I feel like we
You're
ain't
the responsible one here, bro.
Yo,
You're the
I'm
responsible one.
like, everything I say, I just have to watch myself because I'm like, there's a lot going on the set. Y'all. So speaking of socials, man, Phew, you've been killing it. Like, I feel like you should give like a master class on social content because you're so fast on your phone. You be having the flyest content. What you be doing? Like, what is it? What's the cheat code? Like, what goes on in your brain when you be posting this amazing content?
To be honest, I don't think I'm all the way there in the head. It's like I'm
that part we
I just always be thinking about just different stuff to do. Like, I don't know. Like, and then I got ADHD too, so it's like if I
Bro, same, bro.
for sure. That's why we like this.
Bro.
If he drew it, you would understand what
guys,
I wish we had a try.
I gotta draw it out. You gotta.
No,
Yo, I'm
for
not gonna
real.
lie. I think
Like,
having ADHD when it comes to being creative is actually very beneficial
for
because you can
sure.
do 80 things at once
For
and do
sure.
them really good.
And with us, like I'm talking about with us,
ADHD and being a lefty.
Really?
you right, you left hand, right hand.
I'm right-handed.
Yeah.
I'm not ambidextrous.
That's his.
You
He's
left-handed?
Oh, you
I'm
left-handed?
left-handed. I'm
Bro, you
left-handed.
know that left-handed people are like 10% or 12% smarter than the right-hand people?
Wow.
That's
Wow,
like
you
a-
saw a cat.
So that with the
Copy down.
ADHD, mix it up.
Mix that in there. You got some superpowers.
Okay, everybody,
real.
I want ADHD.
No, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, no, you don't.
Keep drinking
No,
that
for real though.
Kool-Aid.
Okay, so
All
one
right.
thing that stood out to me recently, you've been very intense. Even though you say you have ADHD, you've been super like strategic, organized, and specific with your content. Like your Bible stories series, bro.
Yeah.
Genius.
Bro, them
Yeah.
Bibles, bro. Shout out to my bro Matthew Hudson too, man. That's something me and him kind of created together. Cause we started. At first, we started. This how really all started. The Stellar Award, somebody had interviewed me. Dang, I wish I remember.
I remember.
I'll shout them out. Dang, I can't think of the platform right now. But they was asking me like to fill in the blanks of Bible
I
stories
remember that. I
type
remember that
thing.
segment.
And I just was. I knew the word. I knew it. But I just
It wasn't
put
in
my
you, though.
words. You feel me? He somebody wasn't in me. Nah, like she asked, the first one she
But she
asked
kind
me,
of wrong
I
for that
hit it
though.
like
She kind of wrong for that.
what the first one she was like, the Lord is my shepherd. And I told her I don't want nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, for real.
I don't want it, whatever it is. I don't
I
want it.
want it. So from that, we was like, oh yeah, we got to go crazy with this. So I hit up Matthew Hudson, and we just kind of we started with the fill in the blanks, and then I think we did Cain and Abel.
Yes.
It was like bro, he was like, bro, tell a Bible story, like tell a story. And I'm like, all right, bet. So we tried that, and everybody was loving it. And then we just started doing it. But the dope part about that is, it's like as I'm doing those, it's like I'm really sharpening myself up on game too. You feel what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right.
even like in what story we were doing, the Prodigal Son.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like I was like, dang, bro, I didn't even know, bro. He did all this, like went to the pig pen and went crazy like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, bro.
And it's like it's crazy because as a kid, I've been hearing these stories, but
Sure.
I'm a kid. I'm not really listening because my folks making me go to church.
I feel you.
But it's like I know these stories, but I don't know them.
Right,
You feel what
right.
I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's like not only is people listening to what I'm doing, sharpening they, Bible knowledge, but I'm sharpening mine too.
You snap because like people that not like super like CHH fans, some of my friends, they hit me about your post. It was like, bro, this is hilarious, and I was like, so I knew it was reaching which is the whole the reason why we do what we do.
So
The 116, like
Reach
if we
the
ain't
masses.
reaching people outside of our four walls, outside
sure.
of our space with this faith, culture, and music, I mean,
What are you
we
doing?
exactly.
And so he hit me. I was like, man, Phew onto something. You're
Bro,
literally
and-
preaching the gospel in your own. Forget slang. It's like a dialect. Atlanta is a dialect.
yeah.
Like the way you communicate, bro. It's like a dialect. The way you would
Facts.
say like Caribbean music, like it's a whole like sauce that I feel like some people try to like talk down on it. They just don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you just gotta know, like y'all speaking your own dialect, and it's super dope how you did that, man.
Nah, for sure. For sure. Nah, and then that's another thing too. I just want to say too, like, just to everybody watching, bro. Like,
Yeah.
don't be scared to be yourself. Like, I can't stop preaching that enough. Like, cause that
Yeah.
was me. Like coming in when I first got signed, coming in, like I was not myself, boy. Like I was trying to put on, but it's like the more like I got more comfortable, the more I understood my purpose and His promise for my life. Like that's when I really started being intentional with everything and really started to have everything make sense and come
For sure.
together, like for real. So it's like just everybody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, like just y'all be yourself, bro. Like all this, I'm the Christian version of this, I'm the Christian version of that. Like nah, like be the best version of yourself. Like, and then that's when bro, because we already dope. We don't got to prove ourselves to really nobody,
For sure.
bro. Like,
That's it.
know what I'm saying, we already dope. Like God made us that way. So
For sure.
just be the best version of you. Like that's I really gotta say that.
Think that you can't say that enough, Phew.
Yeah,
You
for
can't.
sure.
And I also feel like speaking of your social content, I mean, I know that Mykael V, you probably agree, seeing how he's been moving. You did a post with like the lean with it, rock with it. Talk to us about
Oh yeah, no,
something that you were starting. Because ain't gonna lie, we was in the office. Sometimes, well, this is one thing about Phew I say. Phew he moves like he don't have people. Like Phew moves like an independent artist
That's
in
the
the
best.
in the best way.
That's the
in the best way.
That's the best
He-
artist to have on a label.
For sure.
Yo,
For sure.
Phew is like, reach, catch up. Like, he's
Hey, nah,
I
but
love
shout out Reach Records though. I gotta say when you brought them
No,
up,
for
like,
sure.
cause like even being signed to Reach, like I done learned so many things. I done matured in so many ways, learned so many lessons, and really understood the business. I feel like Reach is really, I don't even think it's a label like Reach out there, bro. Like to give you as much as freedom and not saying as they give me. You feel what I'm saying? Cause it's like you said, it's like I really be on my own wave type thing
Yeah.
and really just be trying to figure it out. But Reach is always behind it. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't never just shut anything I did down. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like it ain't no labels out there like that.
man, I appreciate that. We ain't perfect. We try. We try. We
No,
try.
for
We just
sure.
trying to make sure that you feel seen, that you feel validated in who you are, being like you said, being who you are.
Yeah.
And we ain't gonna catch everything. That's why I just want to let this be a place where we amplify some of your dreams and some of your visions that you have that we just honestly just gonna miss. And I feel like when I saw that Lean With It post, we was in the office talking about it. I think were you here at the time? I feel like,
No, I wasn't here.
but it was like we saw, how you took the franchise boys
Mhm.
and flipped it. But then it was
Yeah.
different because you kind of had like a choir in the back. Like, talk
Yeah.
to us about what you were starting then and what may be coming now with what you're doing with 1K Pson.
Man, it's everything about that is just authentic, man. Like shout out to Radical Revolution. I gotta say that, man. That's the
Radical
that's
Revolution.
that's the whole, know what I'm saying, that's the gang. You feel what I'm saying? So we starting that and we really just being authentic in what we doing. Like we're know what I'm saying, we representing the relationship. Know what I'm saying? We really got a whole slogan. I just messed it up.
That's too many R's, you know what I'm saying?
Restoring and
we
renewing.
restoring, we were restoring and renewing the relationship. What I say?
You said you were radicalizing the revolution.
We're recycling.
We're radicalizing Christians.
Reform, radicalizing revolution reformers.
Yo, Phew, before we go, there's one thing that I appreciate you for, and also just the whole famo, because you're bringing gospel rap into CHH. So what I mean by that is a lot of people don't know who Kent Jones is. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know, you know what I'm saying, that sect of music.
Facts.
And I feel like you embracing it now, you're bringing it into that fold. And I
Sheesh.
feel like I think you're number one in, if I was to divide the two, I think you're number one in gospel rap, and you're bringing that into CHH. So like you're like the top over here, and you're top over here, and you're like, yo, this doesn't have to be a thing where it's separated. Because
Yeah.
for the longest time, it always was separated.
For sure.
It very much was like,
Yeah.
For sure.
yo, gospel rappers, y'all stay over there.
Exactly.
Christian hip hop artists, we're gonna stay over here.
Yeah.
We gonna, you know what I'm saying?
true.
Exactly.
But I appreciate you for starting to build a bridge for that.
That's so
For sure.
pivotal what you just said.
So
bro.
now, bro.
Man,
Real,
give man.
for sure.
Shout out.
Thank
1K
you for
Phew.
saying that,
you,
my
bro.
brother.
Thank
Shout
you,
out for
real.
Radical.
Thank you.
Y'all want to get the offering
So-
out, or y'all want to wait till?
So y'all got my offering already.
Father Abraham.
Yo, this is going down at the 116 light. Shots fired. Oh, hey,
Second time I'm about
that
to
was
drop
that shot for
the
that
mic.
government name. I felt it. I felt it.
You crazy.
I mean,
nah,
yeah.
man.
So tell, like, if you could tell us or tell the audience. I know you said it. Like, can you explain in simple, like, what is Radical Revolution and what do you guys hope to accomplish, just so that they can get a sense of what you guys are building?
Man, it's a whole group of us, it's a whole collective of us. Really just unashamed to be ourselves. It's like we bring in like our culture back, like we were saying, like me and him, like we grew up in church like all our life, really. And and specifically like black church, you feel what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And I don't know, it's just a different culture that we was used to, you feel what I'm saying, just coming up. And we just really want to get back to it. Like we really just wanna have fun, man. Like we trying to really turn up, but
Get back to those roots.
yeah, like get back to the real roots. But we can really show y'all better than we can tell y'all. You feel what I'm
Stay
saying?
tuned for that. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything that you feel like is missing in like Christian hip hop, gospel rap, Christian industry, the church? What's something that you feel like we need to do better? Not as a critique, but as a challenge for people that are like tuning in. Because I feel like people don't view you as enough as like someone who has a voice. I feel like you are a voice. You're like a leader. Kind of what Mykael V was just saying. You're a leader in what you and Pson are building. What's something you feel like is missing in like either church culture, CHH, gospel rap, that's like needs to be said? You know what I'm saying?
Sure, I feel like people just need to be authentically themselves. People ain't being that no more. It's like they see something and then this what I got to do now. They over here now, we got to go over here now. Like, I feel like if everybody just, stop copying everybody, just being, straight up, it's like it'll be more, like even I'm in school, SAE, you know what I'm saying? And my teacher was discussing that. He was like, music wasn't, the beauty of music is it's always developing. It don't supposed to stop. Hip hop wasn't supposed to stop. It's supposed to develop and keep going. And that's what we supposed to do instead of just hopping in one basket and following one person. We all supposed to be developing new sounds and supporting the hottest new sound. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to evolve. And right now I feel like if one person is successful over here, then everybody coming to copy them. One person, even all the way, one person do a t-shirt brand, everybody is doing a t-shirt brand. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I feel like people need to go deep within themselves and really, connect with God and see what He really has for them to do. Because if it's not what He has for you to do, it ain't gonna be blessed. It ain't gonna flourish. He might allow you to get to a certain point, but it's like Russ said, it'd be like a cap on it. So when you tap into what He's leading and guiding you, ain't nothing gonna stop it. Like even with me, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my whole thing. I never wanted to get caught up in to following people or just copying. Oh, everybody sound like this. No, I want to be authentically myself. And even if that's just sitting down, God had to kind of sit me down and, luckily He had me with my bro and he was pulling me along. But at the same time, I had to sit down and just like, all right, God, I don't want to do this. Because it was a point I was like, man, I'm about to quit. If this is what it's about to be, I don't want to, be doing music because it's like it's not real, it's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? But, God showed me how to do that, and then He opened doors, so we still moving. So
man, that's great, man. I think that's a lot has been said, man. Well, I think we're gonna probably wrap it up here. I just want to just say, I think we got to give 1K Phew, man, his flowers. I feel like I feel like I've affirmed you privately, but I just want to say publicly, man. shout out to the man you become, man. For real, bro. Like, behind them shades, under that cap.
Behind them shades?
Is a real man of God. I've seen how you carry and how you have conversations about your family, how you care for others, how you lead people, and how you're just honestly pursuing God in the way He made you, and being intentional with that platform. I just want to say, for people, not that there are critics or naysayers, but for people who sometimes may side-eye the way you express your faith in God, I just want to affirm you, like, you're doing a great job, bro.
Facts.
And so keep it going, man. Gospel rap is back, and it ain't going nowhere as long as these two is in the building, man. So
shout out to God.
So, and I just want to piggyback off of that too. It just really being his, right here with him. This man really, like, it's like that. He really loved God. It's been an honor to, walk with him and watch him, because, like, even back from the, maturity stage, like, I got to witness this and see what God doing, and he always, put God first. He gonna pray you out the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
He really, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to salute my bro, like, publicly, because he already know how I feel about him, but at the same time, everything you saying, that's real, because he family first.
Yeah.
Every time we on the road, he trying to get back to the family.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no craziness, ain't none of that. He a real leader, and a lot of people don't. For those people who like, why him? I definitely see why God chose him, because he really a man of God, and you know what I'm saying. It's been a privilege.
That's amazing,
to rock
man.
with him, you know what I'm saying.
Whew. Hey, man, y'all got some onions in here or something, man? They kind of toasty in here.
The third episode, H Christ.
Well, this is I'm just gonna kick back. This has been an amazing episode on the 116 Life Holy Culture Radio, Sirius Channel 154, with 1K Phew, 1K Pson, DJ Mykael V. I'm your host, Ace Harris. See y'all next time. Tune in. Let's get it.
Let's get it.